channel French Pulse. Let's enjoy learning French. Today we are going to do a quick recap on discours direct and indirect. Now first of all, we've got three kinds of sentences that we have to change. One is declarative, that's just a statement. One is imperative, it's an order or a command, or interrogative. Interrogative is divided into three parts, we're coming to that. So first, if it's a declarative sentence, we are going to change from direct to indirect. Of course, the rule remains the same. I'm not going to be repeating this. Remove the quotes, remove the colon and join the sentence. The main clause plus que plus subordinate clause. So similarly, when we are changing from indirect to direct, we have to spot or identify the linking word. When we see que, we know that it's going to be a declarative sentence. But something that we have to be very careful about declarative sentence is, with impersonal verbs in indirect speech, do not change the subject pronoun. Let's take an example. Elle dit, il fait beau. Answer will be elle dit qu'il fait beau. Another one is when the subject is a noun, it remains the same. For example, Paul dit, cette robe est belle. Paul dit que cette robe est belle. Now we come to imperative sentences. Imperative sentences changing from direct to indirect. Write out the main clause plus the plus infinitive, or main clause plus the plus ne pas plus infinitive, main clause plus the plus personal pronoun plus infinitive, main clause plus the plus ne pas plus personal pronoun plus infinitive. Phrase interrogative, there are going to be three different types, and for our convenience we named it type A, B and C. Type A are phrase interrogative simple, which could be when you have sentences like est que or inversion, and you change it by putting main clause plus C plus subordinate clause. When you're changing back from indirect to direct, you have to identify the joining word as C. Les adverbes interrogatifs, these are the interrogative adverbs that you have learned, like quand, comment, pourquoi, etc. So what do? Write out the main clause plus the interrogative adverb plus the subordinate clause. So when you see what is my clue, or what do I have to spot or identify when I'm changing from indirect to direct, you'll have to identify the interrogative adverb. And the type C is le pronom interrogatif. We'll do that a little bit in details. Now, first of all, you'll have to remember a person in the place of a subject is qui est qui. Person in place of object is qui est que. Thing in the place of subject is qu'est-ce qui. Thing in the place of object is qu'est-ce que. In type C, we've got qui est qui, which means who. The short form is qui. It changes from direct to indirect into qui plus verb. So when you see in the indirect qui plus verb, you know that it's going to change to qui est qui, or the short form qui. Qui est que, which means whom. The short form is qui plus inversion. It will change to qui plus subject plus verb from direct to indirect. So therefore, when we are changing back from indirect to direct, when we see qui plus subject plus verb, then we know it's going to be qui est que or qui plus inversion. Qu'est-ce qui means what. There's no short form for this, and it changes to ce qui plus verb. So when we see ce qui plus verb, we know it's going to change to qu'est-ce qui. Ce qui, from this part, ce qui plus verb. And when we see qu'est-ce que, which means what, short form is que plus inversion, it changes to ce que plus subject plus verb. So when we see ce que plus subject plus verb in the indirect speech, it changes to qu'est-ce que. You can remember in this way, qu'est-ce que, ce que here, and qu'est-ce qui, ce qui. This was a quick recap on direct and indirect, discours direct and indirect. In the description box, there's a link to my Padlet and my website. There's also a link for exercises on the same. For more details of these topics, you can refer to my videos. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Au revoir et à bien.